First and foremost, let's highlight Allan Nascimento. He just passed this Monday, August 3rd, to an apparent heart attack. I don't know the details, but what a tremendous fighter. The man was 22-7 in his professional career. He was never finished. No man could ever say he knocked him out or submitted him. He had 7 losses by decision. What a tremendous finisher. 15 submission wins. What a great fighter. He will be missed. He was in my bullseye bet a couple weeks ago. He has great leg kicks, great takedowns. Nobody could be better than him. You will be missed, Allan. Let's get into our hit list. Now, I'm doing it a little differently this week. It was a long week. But I'm going to give you my hit list. I'm going to give you my miss the mark. And then I'm going to give you all my bets. That's what you guys are here for. The full card breakdown. It's going to take a hit this week, but we'll be right back at it next week. We have Louis Sutherland as our first fighter on the hit list. He is going to be the, I believe, minus 194, almost a 2-1 favorite over UFC debutant Jose Luis. Jose Luis has not been finished his professional career, but he's 6-1. He has good grappling, but Louis Sutherland has that UFC experience. He has powerful hands. He just came off of a win against Tai Tuivasa. I don't hold too much weight in that because Tai Tuivasa, he's on the downslide in his professional career. But he had a loss to Brando Pericic, who's on the rise, and Walter Walker, who is a submission ace in this division. He's submitting everybody. Can't hold too much weight to that. But now, Louis Sutherland, 11-5. Now, 8 out of those 11 wins are by knockout. He's a heavy-handed fighter who can mix in wrestling if he wants to. But I don't think he's going to need to, nor will he want to against somebody who has submissions in his arsenal. I watched a few fights with Jose Luis. I was not impressed. Man's flat-footed. He walks forward, doesn't move very well. I think Louis is going to come forward, and he's going to be very aggressive. He's going to get this knockout round 1, and I'm here for it. I think he's going to be one of the easier picks on this card. The next fighter I'm considering on my hit list is going to be Ty Miller. Let me run it down. He's an undefeated fighter who's coming off of a knockout win against Adam Fugit. And he has powerful hands. He's a long, rangy striker. And he, out of his 7 wins, 3 by knockout, hasn't been finished. And against Adam Fugit, I don't hold too much weight in that because Adam Fugit is on the downside of his career as well. Similar to Tai Tuivasa. Adam Fugit's 10-6. We don't hold too much weight to that. But also Billy Golf, 9-4. He has knocked people out in the past, but it hasn't translated too well in the UFC. He knocked out Yusuke Kinoshita, but he hasn't won in the UFC. They haven't fought the best competitions. Ty Miller is the minus 430 favorite. He should be. I think he gets a knockout or a very hard-fought decision, and we'll see that. We'll see how good he is by getting a decision, like how good his cardio is, how good he can manage the UFC lights at a long distance. He went to a decision already with Jimmy Drago in Dana White's Contender Series, where he was great. Powerful striking, powerful leg kicks, long rangey jabs. Minus 430 is a steal. A little bit wide to bet on, but he should be a lock here. For our final UFC fighter that we are putting, or that I'm considering, in my hit list is Steven Asplund. 7-2, knocked out 6 of his 7 opponents. He's been submitted once before the UFC. He's coming off of a decision loss to Vito Petrino, who is a good fighter in the UFC. But he's been knocking out everybody else. He knocked out Sean Sharaf. He knocked out Anthony Gurcio in this Dana White's Contender Series. He's been knocking out everybody before that. He lost to Denzel Freeman by submission, which that's when Denzel looked good. You know, I used that fight as a tape study for when I picked against Hokit. I thought that Denzel Freeman was going to beat Hokit. I thought that Hokit was going to be tired and gassed. Even though he was, he still ran through Denzel. Now, Steven Asplund dropped Vitor multiple times in that fight. And what we saw grit, we saw dog, we saw power. And Asplund, he's pretty good here. He's taking on Gamrot Pat, who's 6-1 in his professional career. He just came off of a loss to Thomas Peterson. I actually picked Peterson by decision in there, and he was dropped by Peterson. What are we talking about? Yes, Peterson is known as a wrestler, but he's mostly a boxer. And to get through the striking of Gamrot Pat, I think Asplund is easy here to pick. He is a minus 320 favorite, a little wide, but Gamrot Pat, again, not the most dynamic striker that we expect to see. He has a karate stance that's pretty dynamic, powerful leg kicks, powerful strikes, but we've seen Asplund weather storms and push through adversity. Minus 320, it's almost not easy to bet on, but it should be a lock here. I believe so. That's the breakdown, guys, for my hit list for UFC. Gamrot taking on Salkild. If you guys want to know how I get all this energy to give you video after video, episode after episode, check out my link for DUBBY in the description. Get 10% off when you use the code BullseyeBet. And I'll see you guys on the scorecards.